Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw on second down. Hernandez. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Hernandez. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On second down, it's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Check. Mike 52, Mike 52. I got him. Slam.
Here's Hernandez from the gun on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually. Happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Come on, set. 160 out long. That's what I do. Sit, set. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Time to go. Night, night.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hernandez. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 56. Mike 56. You don't see me.
Play action. Madden. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Mike 52. Drop deep, drop deep. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Dude. Mike 52, Mike 52. It's going to be a long way to go.
Hernandez from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Madden. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
I got you. I got you. Watch the eye.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hernandez. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's been a long day for you.
Working from the gun, Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Push him back. Push him back.
49, check 49, check 49.
Throwing again. Manning. And he fires one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dexter Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hernandez. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hernandez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 44, Manning, and the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Manning. Got his man, it's Eifert. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Mostert. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
56.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the first down.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
52. Mike 52. He's tight. Watch the safety creep.
Now Hernandez on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52. Here we go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Blue there.
To throw is Hernandez. Operating from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
52's the Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. That's it. 552. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. No gain on this defense.
Hernandez now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here's Jones. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 45 on second down, Manning, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Colts on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw is Manning. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Hernandez from the gun on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch night.
Now Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Manning to throw. It's complete to Fuller.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kill. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 56 to Mike. Hit it.
Back to throw. Manning. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. To throw is Manning. And he's going to go down again. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Arizona, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.